So here we are down on the dummy grid for the first of our Grand Prix events. It's for DRS62. Standing alongside me are the two drivers that are going to start on the front row. Pole position man number 6, Archie Heron, and alongside him on the front row, number 104, Finley Watson. First of all, Archie, you know, you two have been racing really closely together all day. I've got a feeling this is going to be another very close one in the final. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited, and I just wish Finley luck, really, and just hopefully it's clean.
Yeah, and that's very specific again, because the last final at Shenington, it was very spectacular, but it didn't quite go your way. I mean, how are you feeling now about getting off the start nice and cleanly?
Really confident.
Really confident. Well, we'll move to Finley. Well, Finley, you know, Archie wish you the best of luck, but I'm sure that when it comes down to it, the last lap, there'll be no quarter asked and none given. It's going to be a tight race all the way through. Not just with you two, there's a lot more people behind you that can also get involved in the race for the win as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of good drivers behind me and Archie, and I'm just hoping that we could push away maybe and battle at the end.
I mean, looking back behind you, you know, there's Aidan Sands there on the second row. He's had some bad luck, but he still made it onto the second row of the grid. And looking behind you, Archie, you've got Jamie Scott there, as well as a couple of others. I mean, Finley, to start with you, you know, who do you think you're going to be main rivals apart from, obviously, Archie?
I reckon it would be Aidan or Jamie, definitely, who I'd be rivals with.
Okay, and last word to you, Archie. So, Finley said it would be nice if you could work away and push together and just have the two of you finding out. That's never going to happen, not in this race. There's going to be about 12 of you at the end, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be 12 of us.
Okay, good. Well, there we go. There's the first two starters, Archie Heron and Finley Watson. Let's see which one of them, or which one of their 20 friends that are starting just behind them, comes out on top in the Grand Prix for round 4 of the Daniel Ricciardo Series DRS62 class.
Yeah, Chris, just go buy some. I stuck some money. Come here, I'll give you a hug. No, that wasn't 5 hours. You've done really well, you, all day, mate. It's been a hard day in this year, I tell you. You've done really, really well. It's not the first time you've been on this track, you know? How you get on today?
Signed 18th for the final. We never checked their tyres. We thought we would be in the first.
We've got to get your ice cream over there. We want to get an ice cream. And I've got to do this first, you, and don't be rude like that.
So just 2 minutes away from the start of the DRS62 Grand Prix here at Wilton Mill. The halfway point of the 2019 season is upon us. Archie Heron and Finley Watson share the front row of the grid. We've just spoken to them, and they will be looking for victory here in the next, well, 12 minutes plus a lap or so. Jamie Scott and Aidan Hassan start from row number 2. A very good performance from Hassan, considering that he has had a mechanical issue as well. Josh Turnbull and Daniel Sabula start from row number 3. And Jacob Ashcroft and Connor Scarisbrick on row number 4. Rounding out the top 10 will be Ali Hussein with Aaron Mensah alongside him. And then in 11th on the grid, it's going to be Lucius McDermott and Jamie Gurney, recovering from that incident earlier on. Watch for him in kart number 4 to make his way up into the top 10. Hudson Cross and Max Horler start from row number 7 with Hadley Simpson and Sherry Ann Powell up next on row number 8, 15th and 16th on this 22 kart grid. Archie Pitts-Drake and Mackenzie Taylor are on row number 9. Rounding out the top 20, Jasmine Taylor and Freddie Cox. Jake Bell starts 21st, and the last driver to qualify in 22nd place, driver number 101, Jamie Warner. These are the drivers that will compete over 12 minutes plus a lap. Don't forget, this circuit, 1,120 meters. Lots of elevation changes, lots of gradient and camber. Very bumpy. These young drivers have been here testing yesterday, racing today. They've now got to summon all their energy one more time before we crown our Grand Prix winners for the 4th time this season. A little look back. Well, the opening round of the season at Clay Pigeon, Aidan Hassan was the final winner. He also won the final at the 2nd round of the championship at Glenagorse. Last time out at Shellington, it was Finley Watson who took the victory. So are we going to have a 3rd winner of the season? Is it going to be a 3rd win for Aidan Hassan or a 2nd win for Finley Watson? Championship leader Jamie Gurney's going to start this one from 12th. Archie Heron came into the day just 2 points behind Jamie Gurney. He goes from pole. Finley Watson primed to bomb the championship battle as well. And Daniel Sabula, 5th in the championship, the leading novice driver, the leading rookie rather, in the championship, top 5. He also starts well inside the top 10 here. Jamie Scott and Josh Turnbull, Aaron Mensah and Max Horler, the remaining drivers in the top 10 in the championship. They are all reasonably placed in this one as well. Two rolling laps then. Let's hope we can get them all into their correct order. Here we go. Into Chapman's. Heron on the right-hand side of your screen there. Blue race suit. Watson, black race suit on the left-hand side of your screen. Jamie Scott, Aidan Hassan on row number 2. Josh Turnbull. And Daniel Sabula, the first of the rookies, on row 3. Here we go then, in the tram lines. Lights are out, off and racing. 12 minutes plus a lap. It's a good start from Heron. He managed to hold off Vinnie Watson going through the first corner. Aidan Hassan moves up to P3 past Jamie Scott. Now up the first hill towards Christmas Corner. Hassan looks to the inside. And Watson defends. So out through Inkermans. Down towards Ashby's for the first time. Still Archie Heron who has the lead. Second is Vinnie Watson, then Aidan Hassan in third, already looking quite racy. Let's see, the rest of them is a good clean start. Everyone safely to the first half a lap without any spins or delays. Now they're going to settle down and start working together to push up towards the front. Now will Hassan sit in third place, or will he make the move on Watson and go for second straight away? They go through Oblivion, out of Crook, up the hill now. Watson in Heron's slipstream. Heron checks over his shoulder. Watson feigns a move. And now Heron goes for second. Heron at Christmas Corner moves into second place. Then gives Watson the signal to work together. Out of Ashby's now. And up towards Parker. The top dozen or so all together. Bit of a gap now developing behind the top six, however. That's Heron, Watson. Sorry, Heron, Hassan. Here comes Aidan Hassan for the lead. He dives out from Archie Heron's slipstream, under braking for the boot. Takes the lead away. Heron has to lose a bit of momentum there to correct himself so he doesn't run into Hassan. And that allows Vinnie Watson to take over P2 behind them. Look like Jamie Scott, Daniel Sabula are going side by side for fourth place. Scott still has it, Sabula in fifth. Then it's Turnbull in the number 83 in sixth. Side by side behind them between Conor Scarisbrick and Jacob Ashcroft. Down towards Inkermans they come. Behind Scarisbrick, you can see Scarisbrick there with a black crash helmet with a luminous green lettering and stuff on it. Very retro style there, that number 121 kart. Further back, Jamie Gurney's already up to 9th in kart number 4. Championship leader having a tough day. He's got to salvage something from the day. Top 10 would be good, top 5 would be even better. Lucius McDermott is next in 10th. Then it's Aaron Mensah. Ali Hussein is 12th. 13th for Hudson Cross. Max Horler is 14th. Archie Pitstrake 15th. Then it's Hadley Simpson, Sherry Ann Powell, Freddie Cox 18th, Mackenzie Taylor 19th, and the top 20 rounded out by Jake Bell. Battle on for fourth place. Sabula gets the inside of Scott going into Christmas Corner. That gives the number 113 kart P4, but it has allowed the top 3 to break clear. Heron, Hassan, Watson and Heron in that order. Then this battle on screen now coming into Parker's, led by Daniel Sabula in fourth place, number 113, and he has got Jamie Scott, Josh Turnbull, and Jacob Ashcroft right behind him. Out of the boot. Down through Pitts Bend. 9 minutes to go, plenty of time. The top 3 working together now to try and break away. At the moment that tactic is working because the second group are conceding time. They're now 2 seconds behind the 3 leaders. So Sabula, even though he's a rookie, the 2 drivers directly behind him have got to put their faith in Daniel Sabula now to drive quickly and give them a chance to catch the leaders. That's the only chance they've really got. There's number 117, Jacob Ashcroft in 7th place, ahead of Scarisbrick and Gurney. Scarisbrick and Gurney battling over 8th and 9th. McDermott still runs in 10th. He's got a bit of clean air between himself. Aaron Mensah in 11th. Then it's Ali Hussein just in front of Hudson Cross, Max Horler and Archie Pitstrake. Here come the top 3 across the line to complete lap number 5 now. Oh, and there's Mackenzie Taylor going slowly in kart number 102. It's not been a great weekend for Mackenzie. Sam, Watson, Heron. Jamie Gurney getting his elbows out. As you can see by the warning that he's having on the screen, as Gurney tries to muscle his way past number 121 cart of Connor Scarisbrick for 8th place, but Scarisbrick is holding firm. Hassan starts to pull away ever so slightly. Towards Christmas Corner. Sabula in 4th place, beginning to break away. Now the gap between Archie Heron in 3rd and Daniel Sabula in 4th is 2.1 seconds. But as you can see on your screen, as they come into Ashby's, Sabula is now half a second clear of Scott. Oh, there's the number 100 card of Hudson Cross, having a problem while in 12th position. A brief spin for Hudson. That's going to force him down the order. It's going to put Max Horler, Freddie Cox, Archie Pitts-Drake and Sherry-Ann Powell up a position at least. But Finley Watson and Archie Heron are not letting Aidan Hassan go. Still got 6 minutes plus lap to go, so we're just over halfway through this DRS62 Grand Prix. We're on lap number 8. Good run by Finley Watson out of Crook, up the hill towards Christmas Corner. Will Finley Watson dive to the inside? No, he stays in line. Archie Heron said he thought there was going to be a 12-car battle for the lead in the final, but at the moment it's a 3-car battle. As they come out of Parkers, down towards Chapman now. Up onto the back straight. You can see the cart mounting the curb coming out of Chapman. You've got to use that curb because it hooks you onto the back straight. You've got to ride that curb all the way through the second part of Chapman. But complete another lap. Good scrap going on now for 4th place. Jamie Scott has re-caught Daniel Sabula. Here comes Archie Heron to the inside of Finley Watson. Watson doesn't defend. He doesn't want to slow them down, so he takes second. Heron takes 2nd place. But look at the gap that's given Aidan Hassan. Now Heron and Watson have got to work together with 4.5 minutes to go to push back up to Aidan Hassan. Maybe Archie Heron just felt that Finley Watson didn't quite have the pace to challenge the race leader, so Heron's going to have a go at being the lead kart. He'll be the pushee, and Archie Heron will be the pusher. Behind them, Sabula still holds on to 4th from Jamie Scott. Then the next 2 karts, you can see flashing through your screen there, the 117 of Jacob Ashcroft being chased by Josh Turnbull in kart number 83. That's 6th and 7th. Jamie Gurney is 8th, but he is on the way back. You can see him to the top of your screen there. So on screen, coming through increments now, we're watching the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. With Gurney in 8th, and a big gap back to Lucius McDermott in 9th, and Scarisbrick in 10th. Then another 5-second gap back to Ali Hussein and Max Horler, who run 11th and 12th. And then it's Freddie Cox in 13th, Archie Pitts-Drake, Sherry-Ann Powell, Aaron Mensah, Hudson Cross and Jake Bell, the top 18. Jamie Warner and Jasmine Taylor round out the top 20. Jamie Scott using all the track and a little bit more coming out of Pitts Bend. And he's side by side with Sabula for 4th. They went into Oblivion. Sabula's on the outside line for Oblivion. That means he's got the inside line for Crook. He hangs on to the lead, but that has brought Jacob Ashcroft right into play. 4th, 5th and 6th round Christmas Corner as one. They go through increments. Hassan's lead still is now a full second. So Archie Heron and Finley Watson are not making an impression on Aidan Hassan. Around the outside. Great move there from Ashcroft to depose Jamie Scott. Put the number 117 kart into 5th position overall. Five karts battling over 4th place, flash across your screen. Behind them you just saw the battle for 9th place between Lucas McDermott Lucius McDermott and Connor Scarisbrick. Here's Sabula coming out of Inkermans down towards Ashby's. Jamie Scott, the number 9 cart, directly behind him. Jamie Gurney in cart number 4, the championship leader, has caught the back of this group. Oh, and a mechanical flag going up for Jamie Warner in cart number 101. He runs 19th at the moment. Into the boot. One more time. This battle for 4th place. Aidan Hassan, meanwhile, the race leader, you're not missing anything at the front of the field because Hassan is pulling away from Heron and Watson. They don't have the pace. Here are the drivers in second. Heron in cart 6, Watson in cart 104. And you can see Hassan coming to Ashby's now. That gap is growing and growing, and with a minute to go, they're not going to catch him. It's going to be a straight fight for second, it looks like, between Heron and Watson. They're 5 seconds in front of the 4th place battle that we've been focusing on with Sabula, Scott, Ashcroft, Turnbull and Gurney. There they go, those 5 drivers going to Chapman's now. And then there's a big gap back to the Lucius McDermott and Connor Scarisbrick, 9th and 10th. Round Pitts Bend they go in this scrap for 4th. Sabula still hanging on. And oh, there's a half a move there from Jamie Scott. I don't think that was going to work. But Sabula is defending as the clock ticks down. Jamie Gurney. Is Jamie Gurney watching his championship lead disappear? It certainly looks that way. Because Heron and Watson both outscored him quite heavily in the heats, and it looks like they're going to outscore him again in the final. Here is that battle for second. Archie Heron in cart number 6 leads. Here's the race leader, Aidan Hassan, going through Pitts Bend now. Across the line to begin his final lap. Lap number 15. Hassan has the advantage. Heron and Watson will dispute second. Sabula has got to hang on to 4th, and now Archie Heron defends up to Christmas corner. Finney Watson will try and sweep underneath him, coming through Inkermans. He's setting him up for a move on the run down towards Ashby's. Has he got the momentum? He'll go wide. Now get a better run out of there up towards Parker, but Heron's going to defend, so he's going to have to go around the outside of Parker. That's not going to be possible. Now he'll try and cut back underneath him, going into Chapman, but that's not possible either. Meanwhile, Aidan Hassan, away from all this, foot loose and fancy free. Aidan Hassan has got 1 corner to go. Watson grabs second from Heron. Heron's going to try and come back at him. Hassan wins his 3rd win of the year. Watson takes second. Heron is 3rd. And Daniel Sabula will take 4th place. He just beats Jamie Scott with Ashcroft in 6th. Gurney 7th. He got Turnbull right there at the end. Good signal there, thumbs up from the 2 drivers battling over 2nd and 3rd, Archie Heron and Finney Watson. Watson takes it in cart number 104, but there on your screens, coming out of Ashby's now, is your winner, Aidan Hassan, the 12-year-old driver of Milton Keynes, is your Grand Prix winner in DRS62, round 4 of the DRS series. He's actually crossed the line first in all 4 finals so far, but Shennington, he was excluded. So this is his 3rd win, and his championship campaign, which took a bit of a beating, is sort of getting back on track. Long way to go yet though. Hassan wins from Watson, Heron, Sabula, Scott, Ashcroft, Gurney, Turnbull, McDermott and Scarisbrick. That is your top 10 in the DRS 62 Grand Prix here at Wilton Mill.